welcome to today's episode of Heather's Test Kitchen. Today we have our fancy new HelloFresh. So I'm going to be trying a bunch of new recipes that I would never have even thought of creating by myself. And we're using a recipe, so two very new concepts for me. Here we are with our chicken sausage cavatappi bolognese. Nicely in a box. We do need to get out, there's a chicken sausage mix that came in the package separately. Oh, I should turn this down. You see that kind of, sort of. Okay, so in our bag, we have pasta. Wow, like perfectly proportioned Parmesan cheese is what that looks like. Well, helps you chop things. Yellow onion, that one looks questionable, but we'll work with it. Un zucchini, which has definitely seen better days, but it's okay. Don't mind that flying off. And then a bunch of little individually packaged thingies. Sour cream, like chicken stock. It feels like it's like gooey, like chicken stock. Italian seasoning. I mean, I have my own of this HelloFresh, but okay. A 2-portion pouch of tomato paste. Okay, anyway, so here we go. Ooh, look, a recipe. Okay, we're not even that far in and I'm already a little bit nervous about this process because there's like 3 pans and honestly, the creativity that comes out of this kitchen is because I can't really do more than 2 things at once, just space-wise, so we might have to get a little creative, but that's okay. So we've got our water on heat right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. The reason, friends, that you add salt to water for pasta to boil is because the salted water takes longer. It goes up to a higher temperature before getting to a boiling boil, and that way, the pasta cooks more quickly. Okay, so while this is boiling, I am going to cut this sad looking zucchini. Okay, I know what you guys are all thinking. Is this safe? Probably not, but we're doing it anyway. Okay, so for the zucchini, it says to wash and dry all produce. Done. Trim and halve zucchini lengthwise and then cut crosswise into 1/2-inch moons, and then halve, peel, and thinly slice onion. I just want it to be noted that it doesn't tell you what kind of knife to use on this, and also I get that like this skill set is really minimal comparatively. Okay, so trim and halve lengthwise. That's also just like, what, sir? Like this. So look at that. For those of you who eat zucchini a lot, which I do because zoodles, your girl loves pasta, but also health. Oh, I forgot to trim the ends on that. That's okay, I'll do that now. So this is how we're gonna chop them, I guess. Just into little half moons, like I said. And again, this might not be the best knife for it, but honestly, it's doing what it needs to do, right? Safety tip, make sure you're curling your fingers away from the knife, no matter what you're doing with vegetables, because you do not want to cut. Okay, so those look, well, dropped one. Okay, so we're moving these suckers out of my way. Water's starting to get a little boily, but it's not at a roiling boil yet. So prep time, according to the recipe, is 5 minutes, but I feel like we've already maxed that out. And this guy, we have peel and then thinly slice. Okay. I don't even know, do I have it this way? Do I have it this way? If I skin it, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Where did that come from? Okay. Peeling. So when you peel an onion, you want to take off like that first layer. You want to get all the funky stuff off. And I read that if you leave the like head part on when you're slicing, it doesn't make you cry as bad, which I don't even know if yellow onions really make you cry. I'm feeling pretty good right now, emotionally, so, anyway. Okay, so, I'm not gonna do it, guys, I just can't. I'm just gonna take this part off. I'm not, in case you couldn't tell, not a big onion fan in my cooking style, in my cooking life. So, okay, these are pretty thinly sliced pieces, I feel like. Again, they didn't give me which knife to use or really pictures of what that onion's supposed to look like post slice. Wow, I can't cut in a straight line, guys. Sliced onions. Okay, we are entering into that high boil zone. So I'm going to add pasta now. Get that balanced. Listen, I know this isn't an ideal situation, but we're doing it anyway. Oh, this is much easier because it's shorter. Okay, so we've got that, we've got our zucchini, we've got our onion. Step 2, roast zucchini. Toss zucchini on a baking sheet with a drizzle of oil, half of the Italian seasoning, pinch of salt and pepper. Roast on top rack, tossing halfway through, 14 to 16 minutes or until browned and tender. Tent with foil to keep warm. Got our zucchini. And I guess if you're roasting zucchini, if I'm honest, because you know I was talking crap about the sad looking zucchini. I suppose if you're roasting, it doesn't really need to look gorgeous, you know? Okay, drizzled some oil. Some salt, some pepper. I did that with the salt because I can't see where I'm putting the salt. And then half of this, and everyone knows, they're like, oh yeah, Heather, you know, she is so good at proportioning things. That's what everyone says. I know. But I'm gonna have to be real careful with this guy. That's probably half-ish. Okay, I've got these guys going into my toaster oven. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Hold on, you guys, real technically. Okay, y'all, I have it in here already, but just for everyone's eyes, top rack, bottom rack, whatever. And then we've got our situation over here, 450 for a little bit over that 16-minute mark, but I'm okay with it. Okay, so here's the thing. Next, we will be cooking some onions, and I suck at doing that. So, also, he says to use a large pan over high heat. I don't have anything large in my kitchen, except for like a mess sometimes. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not confident, but here's our situation we've got going on. We've got our pasta boiling, and then while that's going, according to the recipe, heat a drizzle of oil in a large pan over medium-high heat, add onion and a pinch of salt and pepper, cook, stirring occasionally until softened, and then we add the sausage and cook, breaking the meat into pieces until browned, all over 3 to 4 minutes. We're also putting it into the oven for a little bit so it doesn't need to be completely cooked. Oh, guys, I don't know about this. Here's our chicken sausage, which we'll be adding after the onions are cooked. A whole freaking onion. I'm switching these. I need a larger surface area to cook these. And also this is gonna take a minute and the pasta is almost done. So I've got this heating up, pasta over here. Okay, a little bit of oil. I mean, browning onions is fine. I might want to open my windows. Hold on. Okay, team, here we go. Whole ass onion. Probably didn't wait long enough. No, it's sizzling. It's a little sizzly. And I know it does cook down. I know this is probably just me being dramatic, but it just seems like that's a whole lot of freaking onions. Also, this is supposed to be a dinner, I think, obviously. And I'm having it for lunch, but time is a human concept. So we'll let this cook down. Our noodles are at a nice rolling boil. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, update. Our onions are sizzling, but not caramelized yet. I did drain the pasta, which looks just about the right kind of al dente that we want it to be. I did maybe give myself a burn with the water as I drained it because it asked me to like reserve some of the water because, you know, sustainability in like California. But we're pretending like it's fine. I feel like it looks fine. Whatever. Anyway. Okay, well, again, might just be being impatient, but I think it's time to do the sauce. So we've got step one of the sauce. We have tomato paste and then the Italian seasoning. We let that cook down together for about a minute. This tomato paste just cracks me up the way that they packaged it. It's very fancy. The tomato paste, which I might have told you guys in previous videos, is like very concentrated. So that's gonna soak up all the liquid that we've got going on with the onions, which will be good. Also, I triple checked the proportions to make sure that, that's a lot of Italian seasoning, that's okay. That I was using the correct proportions for the onions, because I was like, I don't know, the onion to meat ratio just seemed really heavy for me, but it's correct. If I had gotten the larger meal, it would have been 2 whole onions. Can you imagine? Ew. Okay, next step in the sauce process, we're adding this concentrated chicken stock, and then we're adding in about a cup of leftover pasta water because sustainability. If you don't have chicken stock, FYI, if you decide to recreate this recipe, a chicken bouillon is a good way to substitute that. Okay, so we're doing that. And then we just let this simmer with, it's at a big pinch of salt and a big pinch, that didn't work, of pepper. Let this simmer, thicken up, and cook the meat the rest of the way, which I'm pretty sure the meat's cooked all the way, let's be real, y'all. But we'll let this thicken up a little bit, and then once it's thickened, after a few minutes, we will add the pasta. We're just about done. How exciting! Okay, y'all, I let this cook down for like 3 minutes or so. I'll show you. It is a little bit, it's thickened up a little bit. And the sour cream that we're about to add to it, I think will also thicken it just the last little bit. So I'm not mad about this consistency. It looks delicious. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, and then I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit. There we go, our pasta. This is a lot of food for 2 servings, I feel. Okay, well, our zucchini crisped up a little bit more when I left it to be on its own in the oven. That's okay. That's fine. I don't know why I can't do that when I'm trying to do that on purpose. It's fine, I'm fine. Tablespoon-ish of butter. Oh, God bless America. Okay, the butter's under there. Add a little bit of sour cream. It's like a creamy sauce. I'm excited. That did not read the directions correctly. It's fine. For those of you who don't like sour cream or want a healthier option, plain yogurt is also a really good substitute for sour cream in literally anything. Like mac and cheese even, I've done that. FYI, you can do that. So yeah, you just combine all these things together and then dish it out. You add their cute little thing of Parmesan cheese on top of it, and that's all she wrote, y'all. Okay, here we go. So we've got a bite of a little bit of everything. Oh my goodness, delicious. You get that little bit of that zucchini taste. So if you don't like the zucchini, don't do this. You could probably substitute it for like eggplant or something similar to that. The sauce is great. Not to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to do that. Pasta's cooked perfectly. This is delicious, guys. Okay, so proportion-wise, guys, I have this guy, which is microwave and oven safe, and this guy, which is both also safe too, and the bowl that I ate. So, like, so much food, guys.